currently out in the water. Heat number 4, Jeff Hubbard in the red jersey, Jared Houston in white, Sergio Alonzo in yellow, and Genesis Reyes in blue. So these guys are coming up next in this 30-minute heat. Time has started and is ticking away. So that's it. So yeah, on your lay days, where are you staying? Las Palmas.
Las Palmas, yeah.
Las Palmas is the now capital of Gran Canaria, and it used to be Galdar back in the day, but Las Palmas now developed. You see these big buildings and
yeah, I was surprised when I flew in on Thursday, I think it was, and it was just I was expecting a small little fishing village, and it's like a giant city with amazing highways and yeah.
So,
but no water.
Yeah, exactly. This is a volcanic, kind of really dry area. And what they do is there's a few desalinization plants around the island, and it's pretty incredible. There's those windmills that you see. Jake Stone, this guy's a character.
He is. So he said he hooked up with Eminem, who was in Australia recently, and
oh, there he is. Oh, he's feeling it. That explains it. Yeah, he actually brought that up too. He said, I just saw Eminem before I came home tonight. But out in the water, taking a look, Jeff Hubbard in the red jersey, Jared Houston in white, Sergio Alonzo in yellow, and Genesis Reyes in blue. Again, welcome everybody. Manny V with Nick Mesritz here at the NMD Pride Stealth Fronton Pro, brought to you by Grand Flavor. We are here on the outskirts of Galdar. And have you even been into Galdar yet?
Don't really know. Is there an inner city? I thought we're at it.
No. Who are you staying with?
Imanol, man. My French distributor, and he's been treating me well, but we got to work as well.
Yes,
buddy,
yes. We do have to work, but
so when we're not here, we're on the laptops, And
all right, on those lay days, make sure you get out.
I will.
Galdar is actually that.
Well, I hear the mountains are amazing too. Just cold, but I'll get up one of those and.
If you want to get up there, we can. I think we have a connection with the tourism board, and she'll take you up there. There's a fence at the bottom of that hill. It's called the Pico de Galdar, and that's pretty much it. That's the highway that runs around the island. And on the other side, this is a look from the top of that mountain. There's a cross up there looking down at the center of Galdar. So we'll get back to that. At the back in the white jersey, Jared Houston.
So it should be a pretty good heat. I mean, Jared Houston was arguably the star of yesterday's show. I think he had the highest scoring wave, and you got Hubby as well going for his 3rd world title, so it's going to be exciting.
So Hubby is he's in the hot seat, and everybody's after him, so it's pretty much up to Jeff on where he wants to be, and if he does well, makes it to the final, he may have secured himself another world title.
He looks pretty focused up there in the competitors area, so good luck to him.
Yeah. All right, any last words? We're going to switch you out with Greg Taylor, but any last words?
No, mate, just enjoying the event, and hopefully the waves keep on keeping on, and yeah, it's great to be here.
Well, when you go on your tour around the island, I would love to come with you guys.
That's cool. Well, we got to catch up anyway, mate. So
perfect.
I'll see you then, Manny.
Okay, thanks again, Mez, and again, thanks for the support. NMD, one of the sponsors here of the Fronton Pro. We will talk to Mez, and hopefully I can sneak into that car when they go around the island. Currently out in the water. Heat number 4, round number 2. This is another stacked heat. 2 guys have won their first round heats. That was Jeff Hubbard and Jared Houston. And Sergio Alonzo and Genesis Reyes both got 3rd in their first heat. So all of these guys looking for that first place, which will be awarded 6 points. Look at this, out the back, Sergio Alonzo. Very lightweight, very fast rider. Pulls in behind the barrel. Can he come out? It pinches very hard on the end section. Unfortunately, Sergio Alonzo could not come out of that. Look at this, out the back, Jeff Hubbard. We got Greg Taylor. Greg, take a look at this. Big ARS by Jeff Hubbard. Nice way to start the heat. 5 minutes into this 30-minute heat, Jeff Hubbard finally gets his first wave and pulls off a giant air roll spin, also known as the ARS in the bodyboarding world. So Jeff Hubbard in the red jersey, big move.
Wow, Hub, straight into it. Welcome, Manny. Welcome back.
Yes.
Hang on, let's have a look at Hub's first wave here. Powers up, gets straight up to the section, and flips it around and lands cleanly on the face and rides it through. So Jeff Hubbard, straight away, look, he's brought his A game, man. He's here to win a world title, and look, the scores will drop for that one, but I hazard to guess it's going to jump him straight into first place and in box seat in this heat.
Yeah, Jeff Hubbard, very cool and composed here at the event. He knows what he has to do, and wow, 7.25, one of the higher scoring waves of the day. Again, it was Ryan Hardy who gave us the breakdown on what Craig Haddon had to say to the boys about the scoring. He pretty much said, look, there's a high performance wave. To get those higher scoring waves, you're going to have to perform high. So, you know what? That was a big move right there. So if that is coming in at a 7.25, the judges are looking for even bigger moves for those big 9, 10-point waves.
Oh, for sure, man. We saw yesterday's highest score was the 9.25 by Jared Houston.
Unreal.
And I think in prior contests this year, it would have been a 10-point ride. It was just, he amazingly executed air spin and rode out of it perfectly. But it said the judges have raised the bar. NSS Reyes having a look at this one and nothing
frustrated
there for him. But yeah, so you're right, man. High performance wave. The judges have upped the scaling. And here's Hub again on the right. Let's have a look at this one.
Whoa, that was weird. He put his hand over his face, I don't know, to get the hair out of his. Another air roll spin from Jeff Hubbard at the end of that wave. But he did something on his face. I don't know if his hair was in his eyes or.
I think he's just fixing his hair, man. Big online audience. You've got to always look your best.
Yeah.
But look, yeah, Hub. Talking about the judges, Hub's got all the tricks in his book. But one of the things the judges did emphasise at the update for the riders was variety of moves. So you saw the first wave, Jeff Hubbard did a big ARS, backed it up with a second ARS, probably not as big, but there's two factors there. One, the size of the actual move, and two, the variations of the moves as well. So it'll all be taken into consideration. And for those reasons, you've seen a 4.75 drop for that last wave of Hub. So best to leave the hair in his face and go for the big flips.
Exactly. All right, once again, welcome. This is the IBA 2011 NMD Pride Stealth Fronton Pro, brought to you by Grand Flavor here on the outskirts of Galdar. Check this out. Downstairs is Shaggy with the winner of the last heat. Shaggy, where you at?
Diego Cabrera from Canary Islands. He just won the last heat. Diego, congratulations. How was it out there?
Thank you, man. Was good. I get a good one right. I was fourth position. I was needing a good score. I got a deep barrel and went out and was 7 point something. After I get a good one left too with the backflip and I made the first pack. Really good.
It must be a good feeling after just missing out yesterday on that ride you got after the buzzer, hey?
Yeah, I get third yesterday. I was very bad last night. I was needing a first position for the next hit, more relaxed, and yeah, let's see.
Well, you did it. Congratulations, my friend. Do you want to say hello to everyone in Tenerife?
Yes, hello, my family and my friends over there. You.
Well, he is very happy. It's been a long time since he's won a leaderboard round heat. So, Diego Cabrera, congratulations, buddy. It's been a while since I seen you smile after a heat. So, keep it up and hopefully keep driving.
Manny, Diego's one of those guys who needs to win this event just to stay in the top 16 for next year.
Oh, my.
So he knows that. He's come here with that view, nothing else. He's here to win. And look, he's had an unlucky year, to be honest. He's been competitive, and as we've seen, he's been on that bubble every week. He's either finished somewhere between 15th or 17th. So it's all on the line, but let's just wait and see what he can pull out. But this is, he's a local, but we've got a replay of a wave. It was a Jared Houston wave. Talk us through this one, Manny.
All right. Whoa, nice spin on the top of that face of that wave, but that's all Jared Houston got on that wave. So 2.75 for Jared on that wave. But yes, Diego Cabrera, if anybody has stressed out more on the tour, it was him because of that reason. So Diego Cabrera, good to see him smiling. Hopefully he keeps that charge going coming up into round number 3. So
looks like Jeff Hubb's up and right in here, Manny. Wide angle, come into the tight one, and bang, nice invert. Again, that variety of moves we spoke about. He landed it. He's going to get eaten up. No, he's come out. Well done, Jeff.
Jeff he's put his time here at El Fronton, and he knows when to hold on and when to bail. But I don't think any of these guys want to bail because they know what's at stake. So again, Jeff Hubbard finds a nice inside section and a mid-face turn straight for the top of that wave, goes for the invert air and lands out into the flats and pulls it off. So nice clean landing. But look at all the turbulence and whitewash coming up behind Jeff Hubbard, and he holds on and pushes in front of that whitewash. Completed move, nice clean move, good score coming down for Jeff Hubbard at a 5.0.
Yeah, look, that's extended Jeff Hubb's lead, but there he is. As I said, our current tour leader and favourite for the world title, Jeff Hubbard. He's brought his A game here, man. He blitzed his first heat, now he's on his second heat, and he's big lead. He's opened up 12.25. Next best rider is Jared Houston in second place, who needs a 9.5. So that's not gonna happen easily. So look, Hub's good, but look, it's still 19 minutes to go. Anything can happen, but look, he's at a first in his first round. If he can at least get a second in this heat, he's through to the round 4, and that's the first step he's got to nail before he goes in, focus on this world title. But if as soon as he gets into round 4, he just makes life difficult for Jeff Hub, but for GT, sorry, because GT, if Hub gets into the quarters, GT's world title race is over.
Well, it's over for 2011, but it's going to be a whole new year in 2012. And check this out. We do have a sick calendar that you can pick up at IBAWorldTour.com. Not only will have sick photos of what went down in 2011, but you're going to be the only one who will have the inside scoops on when and where the 2012 events will be. And I think I'm just going to get a calendar for that reason, because you're not going to give me those secrets, are you?
Nah, look, Manny, it's shaping up as an exciting year. A couple of changes of the venues. The core venues are still all there again. But, yeah, and then not only the men's Grand Slam Series dates there, we've got the men's Global Qualifying Series, the Women's World Tour dates and locations, as well as the men's Drop Knee World Tour dates and locations. So, so it's all very exciting. Going to show you an exciting year, but the best way to get that is to jump online, IBAWorldTour.com, click on the online shop, and that's where you've got the options and delivered globally. So that's the thing. But here we have Jake Stone, who, look at this next heat, Manny.
Unreal. All these, the beauty about the leaderboard rounds is that all the competitors compete 3 times, and they get mixed up in each heat, round 1, round 2, and round 3. And you always end up with stacked heats like this one. Coming up next, you're going to see Pierre-Louis Costa, the French phenom. Jake Stone right here, definitely one to watch next year. He is he's ready to rock and roll. That's all there is to it. He's stretching, getting ready. That is Jake Stone getting ready. Yeray Martinez in the yellow jersey. He's the local guy, one of the first riders, first bodyboarders to come out at Fronton. And Jason Finlay, the free surfer, the free rider, is here. Look at this, back live action. Whipping it around. I believe that was an air roll spin. That was Sergio Alonzo in the yellow jersey from Venezuela, this kid.
Yeah, look, not a big wave, a little bit messy, but look, he's only got a 2.0 on the score board at the moment, so the judges will have a look at that, and I'm sure that'll improve on where he's currently sitting in second place. But Sergio Alonzo, he's a pocket rocket, he's an excitement machine, so still with 16 minutes to go, I'm looking forward to him flying. But mate, that next heat, I'm getting excited about that. Seeing Pierre and Jake going head to head, then you go against the local. It's almost his break, Ure Martinez, and then Jason Finlay, who's the wild card from NMD and Stealth. So, wow, that's going to be exciting. But look, you go back to where we are now. You've got Jeff Hubbard and Jared Houston, two other massive names in the sport. And, it's just going to be here's Jared Houston now, Manny.
All right, Jared Houston in the white jersey. The South African finds that section and pulls off a nice invert right there, lands, and still fighting through the whitewash. He's trying to straighten out, but this side whitewash, and look at this, out the back, Jeff Hubbard. Nice spin off the top.
Sets himself up nicely, throws that ARS again, but with a spin into it and then spin. So good combination surfing by Hub, mixing it up a little bit. He's trying to better a 5.0 to extend his lead, and still waiting on Sergio Alonso's scores and Jared Houston's scores to drop. But action's heating up, Manny. Good little exchange of waves there. Aeneas Reyes will be Genesis Reyes, as I call him. I think you're Aeneas. But let's have a look at this replay. It's the Jared Houston, Manny. Yeah, Jared Houston with a ton of speed. Finds that section coming right at him and pulls off the invert. Lands in front of the whitewash. But, again, this whitewash is now coming from the side of the wave. And it starts pushing them into the reef. But the judges liked it. Look at that. 6.25 for that clean invert air from Jared Houston in the white jersey. That's rocketed him, or solidified his second place position. And we've got a replay here of Hubs. He spins into this one. We haven't seen much of that today. And then it said Wall builds up and he goes up, and again, nice ARS. Look, he's trying to better 5.0, so let's see what the judges think. But at the moment, he's in first position, looking really comfortable to solidify himself in that top 16 to move on to round 4 to keep the world title dream alive.
Yes,
So,
he's very, very relaxed, and you know what? He knows what's at stake, and there's only so much he can do outside of being in the water. So, Jeff Hubbard, I'm gonna have to put my here it is, Jeff Hubbard on his last wave, 5.1. I believe it was smaller average wave, and I think that's why the judges didn't give it a giant score right there.
Yeah. Now look, that's extended his lead. He's at the 12.35. In second place is Jared Houston, the young South African. Here you see him on screen. He got a 6.25, Manny, for the first wave. But again, one of the excitement machines of the World Tour, only 21. Last year's Rookie of the Year. This year he's on track for a top 10 berth again. And look, a couple of, we saw some amazing antics in Mexico. I'm not sure if you remember that heat. I think it was the quarter-final against Pierre, and unfortunately Jared didn't progress through that. But gee, you remember that massive closeout he pulled into? As long as that massive section he hit, it was, just solidified himself as a real superstar of this sport. Sergio Alonzo, Manny.
Sergio Alonzo, this guy is full speed all the time, coming around the section. Is it going to form up for him? He's made it all the way around that section, pulls off an ARS, an air roll spin at the end of that wave. So Sergio Alonzo holding on through the chops and makes it around the section for the lip and pulls off an air roll spin.
Yeah, look, looking to better a 2.0, so it'll definitely do that. Unfortunately, the section didn't present itself at the start of the wave, so the judges will take that into consideration. And but again, another young kid who's new on the tour gets a 4.6 for that wave. But here he is. I hope they've got his weight on here, Manny. I'm fascinated to see how heavy. 60. He's dreaming. He must have had a couple of layers of clothes and they were wet. What do you think?
From Venezuela, Sergio Alonzo, but this up and riding in white is Jared Houston, the South African brew, and not much there for Jared, and kicks out. You can see Jeff Hubbard in the red jersey waving his hand saying, hey, commentator on the beach, please give us an update on the scores and the time. And on the mic, they are delivering. So can they hear? I guess they can hear.
Oh, they can, Manny, most definitely. It's more not that they can't hear. He's just asking for a situation update.
Yeah.
And, there's so much on the line here. And someone like Jake Stone you've got there who's out in the water. But Jeff Hubb, he's just simply saying, talk to me, how long to go? And what's the score update? He knows Sergio Alonzo and Jared Houston are hot on his heels. He wants to know how far behind they are and what they're doing. But again, the local man, Reyes, he's just not having any luck. He's the man we spoke about, 7'7", but he can't get his big frame into the right waves in this heat so far.
11 minutes, 41 seconds remaining. Again, welcome. This is the IBA 2011 NMD Pride Stealth Fronton Pro, brought to you by Grand Flavor. And tons of action. This is El Fronton. A lot of the riders call this their favorite wave to ride, and for obvious reason. It is a perfect peak with sections looking right at you and telling you, do whatever you want to do because it's coming full speed ahead. Jason Finlay, I saw him a couple days ago. He's right here in the blue jersey. Almost pulled off a 720 on a big right-hand section. Will he try to do something out here in this heat? We will see. We know Jake Stone, he has a bunch of tricks up his sleeve as well. So it's going to be pretty cool to see both of these guys in their heat coming up next. And we'll be going against local rider Yere Martinez and the French phenom backflip maestro Pierre-Louis Costa. Pierre, he's on the hunt for a world title as well.
He is, man. It's going to be action-packed. I'll tell you what, Manny, you've put in a good stint. How about you go and have a break and go out, check out the riders, come back with some feedback, and we'll call in Terry McKenna to come into the commentary booth. And
you got it.
That.
All right, thanks. I'll be back. I'm going to watch this heat from the water's edge and hang out with some of the competitors. These guys, I'm actually pretty stoked to have a break during this heat right now because I can watch from that area where Pierre is pointing to. And he's getting ready to go out. What he's doing right now is he sees the big screen, and
yeah, he can see himself.
Now he's having fun. Well, he won. He got second in his first round heat yesterday. The only one out of the 4 world title contenders to get second, but that's okay. It comes down to this round heat. And if he performs well, a first or second, he'll still be in a comfortable position going into the last round in the leaderboard round. Jake Stone making his way out.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, Pierre looking very relaxed, keeping in mind all that's on the line here. And look, Pierre, he's got to be careful. He's got a second. He doesn't want to get a third or fourth here because he really puts himself in a pressure cooker situation for that round 3 heat that may be later on today if these conditions continue. So let's see what, it's going to be fascinating to watch this unfold, Manny. And again, you can go up there, pimp it out in the VIP area, watch it on the big screen, come back with some feedback on how I'm looking, and we'll see how we go. But quick shout out to the sponsors, Manny. Again, NMD, Pride and Stealth come on board as the main naming sponsors. Really appreciate their support, and Grand Flavour has come on as a media partner, which is much appreciated. And the guys at Grand Flavour just launched their new online shop. Grandflavor.com. You can go directly there or link via the IBA website. You'll see the icon there. And they've got a special offer, Manny, $200. You spend $200 worth of goods, you get free shipping worldwide. So get your family, your friends together, batch up an order, get it sent out, and free freight worldwide. So the quality of the threads are great. Why wouldn't you?
Exactly. So there you have it. PLC is making his way down. Look at this. Jeff Hubbard in the red jersey comes off the bottom. Another ARS. He's got these maneuvers down. Not a lot of people can do this on a consistent basis, but he can, and makes it look flawless. So great job, Jeff Hubbard. Now I'm going to go take a break. Terry McKenna coming in to take my spot. I'll see you guys in a few seconds.
Cheers, Manny. Yeah, look, there's Jeff Hubbard again. Look, he's looking to better a 5.1. Again, we've spoke about this variety of moves that the judges are looking for, and so as he rolls those out, we'll see what the judges think. But at the moment, looking to better a 5.1 to extend his lead. But there's still 7 minutes 50 left in this heat, so a lot of action. But you can see Ure Martinez, the local hero. He's the man here in Fronton. He makes his way down for this action-packed next heat. We see that's really going to raise the bar. He's up against Pierre-Louis Costes, Jake Stone, and Jason Finlay. But there you have the current situation. In the lead, Jeff Hubbard from Hawaii, the current World Tour leader and favourite to secure his 3rd world title, sits out with the lead on a combined score of 12.35. Sergio Alonzo, the young Venezuelan, he's got a score of 9.35, holds down second. But if you have a look there, Jared Houston's lurking. He's in 3rd position, only needing a 3.1 to progress into second. And Jared's looking for a 6.11 to leapfrog himself into 1st. And then in 4th place, the other local, Reyes. He's in a combo situation to jump into 1st. Unfortunately, he's only got 2 1-point rides. He's finding it tough out there. But before we welcome Terry McKenna into the commentary booth, let's go out and have a look for a word from our sponsors. Amazing footage there from our sponsors, Pride Bodyboards, and their main man, Pierre-Louis Costes. Absolute mind-blowing footage there. He's in the next heat, but now in the commentary booth next to me is IBA Tour Manager Terry McKenna. Welcome, Terry. We've got Jared Houston.
Yeah, well, g'day, folks, and well, we're here at Fronton. It's a little crumbly, but the waves are still really offering some great scoring potential, and you can see Jared Houston, very much the, a very professional rider. He's just an all-round, talent, and I'm really surprised actually that Jared hasn't won an event. He's always kicked off and looked like he was going to shine really brightly at the start of a lot of events this year, and just hasn't managed to hit home and grab his first big win on the Grand Slam series. But I tell you what, it's just around the corner, that's for sure.
Oh, definitely, Terry. And look, got to keep in mind, he's only 21 years of age. It was last year, he's the 2010 Rookie of the Year. And he's still learning. It was only last year was his first year on tour. It blew everyone's mind, finished in the top 10. He's come back this year and he's lifted the level of riding again, and has a lot of people talking. So, yeah, look, I'm sure he'll get experience, learn from his mistakes he's made this year, and for sure everyone talks to him about him as a potential World Tour threat in the future years.
Yeah, that's right. I'll tell you what, there's another big threat out there at the moment, and that is, of course, the excitement machine of Sergio Alonzo. He's out there in the yellow at the moment, but Sergio, of course, at the forefront of some of the, the new talent that's making its way onto the world stage at the moment. He's in third place, but we do have, I believe, a bit of a replay coming up
This is
shortly.
Sergio righty now. He kicks out of that one, Terry. Let it go. But yeah, we're looking to dig out of the hard drives the replay of yesterday's highest scoring wave from Jared Houston. But I keep talking about, Terry, I get so excited about this new batch of young riders the IBA's got coming through. Sergio Alonzo, 20 years of age, from Venezuela. Got Jared Houston, 21, from South Africa. Up and riding, Jared Houston.
Yeah, well, there goes the South African once again, just punching a nice lippy roll through the lip. Just nice, good, big, strong one manoeuvre sort of sections out there today. You can see the swell, still pretty punchy at about 2 metres. And in the blue singlet, that is Reyes, of course, the local guy, just giving a bit of a serve. But Jeff Hubbard's in the lead at the moment, folks. He opened up this heat with a 7.25. Speak of the devil.
Bang.
Devil appears, and that was just crazy stuff. And I tell you what, he is really surfing like a world champion at the moment, Greg, isn't he?
Oh, Terry, respect, Jeff, respect, mate. We're talking about a couple of those ARSs you were doing earlier. You know, the judges asked for a variety of moves, and you pulled that one out. And that probably one of the best punts we've seen all day. Looking to better a 5.1 and extend your lead, and really solidify yourself. First place finish in round 1, on track for a first place in round 2. He's booked himself a round 4 berth with a combined score of 12 points, Terry. It was your brainchild. Can you just talk us through exactly? Let's have a look at this punt first. Look,
yeah,
bang.
have a look at the height on that. Just a bit of skyscraping sort of invert. That was a 7.75 for the record, folks. So he has the rest of the field on the back foot. Jared Houston's now chasing an 8.75. Sergio needs a 6.11 to go to second, and Hennis is looking for almost a perfect score to go into second place. But yeah, mate, the GSS leaderboard. It's played out some great stories over 2011. It was a great little innovation from the team at IBA, and just watching live vision now of Sergio Alonzo, and that's a bit of a fat one. I guess wave selection is really paramount out there today. It's just you got to take off behind the rock and really come through. There's only that one big section. There's a nice overview of the actual wave itself. You can see how it goes a bit fat on the shoulder there. So you really have to put yourself in the honey jar on the takeoff and try and take advantage of that first big section.
Yeah, where there were sections, yesterday morning we saw Jared Houston just bust an amazing reverse. Look at this, Terry. Talk us through this one.
Yeah, well, these are the sort of technical manoeuvres that the judges are scoring really high. I think from memory this is a 9.25. That was just perfectly executed. Full rotation in the air. Just, just copybook, textbook material there from the South African. This looks like that's a little shot there of Maxime, of course. Talking about young guns, we just spoke about Sergio Alonzo. Maxime Costello, he's another excitement machine from France, but that's a little left there from our local guy in the blue singlet, Reyes. But yeah, lots of great talent coming through on the tour. We were just about to talk about the leaderboard. Of course, they get three bites of the cherry. And for those people that are just tuning in and aren't aware of it, it's a very simple scenario, but you get 6 points for first, 4 for second, 2 points for third, 1 point for fourth. We serve the guys 3 times at the end of it. We add the points up, 16 go home, 16 go through. So I guess once we do get to that 16, we go back to man-on-man, Greg. So we've mixed the kind of a new format with the old-school man-on-man, and what we've come up with is a pretty good mix.
Yeah, definitely, Manny. Terry, sorry. And it's important, I guess, to point out, once we go into that round 4, we reseed the riders based on their IBA ranking. So that'll ensure that current world number 1, Jeff Hubbard, who's winning this heat, does not come up against current world number 2 until the final, which will be Pierre-Louis Costes. So
yeah, that's right. We actually identified this right back at Pipeline. We had a meeting with the guys after the contest, and they said, what would happen if we used this system and we got to the last event? We wouldn't want, these guys to clash in the early rounds. So we put that into the rule book right from day one. And, here we are, like right at the end of it after 8 events, and it's coming into play. Don't forget to keep your messages coming at messages@ibaworldtour.com. We got Sam Buckle, Russell Shaw, Jordan's online. Jorge Gonzalez from Puerto Rico is watching, and right now we are watching Jared Houston.
Jared Houston just busting out a flip to finish off his heat. That's the buzzer. Unfortunately, he gets caught up in the bubble and doesn't ride out of that. That's all she wrote. All the scores are in. Jeff Hubbard, first place from Hawaii. Combined, he's won his first heat, he's won his second heat. He has 12 points. He has booked a position in round 4. Jared Houston finished in second place, a first in his first heat, a second in this heat. He's got a combined score of 10, so pretty much he's booked himself a seat in round 4 as well. Sergio Alonzo finished third, Genesis Reyes in fourth. Sergio,
yeah, he got a third in the first round, so I guess he's on 4 points now, and a win in round 3 would put him on 10, which is right on the edge. Usually 10 points has been the bubble for the majority of the tour as we get into the next of our heats here, folks. So